I think we'll be able to make this thing really work, right?
I'm so excited.
Yeah,
It's going to be great. Thank you so much for all your help.
Yeah, sure. Have a seat.
Thanks.
Good morning. You're watching The Breeze, GoBaja.com. And I want to thank everyone for reading our magazine, Bay Area Houston Magazine. This morning I've got a great guest with us, Debbie Drury. Debbie is going to be putting on a big major event that we all need to support here locally in the Bay Area. She's a chairperson for the EquiSearch event coming up when, Debbie?
It's going to be April the 9th this year at Campbell Hall.
Campbell Hall, that's at the Pasadena Convention Center. Well, tell us a little bit about the event.
Well, the event this year is going to be incredible. We think it's going to be double what it was last year. We have Dave Ward as the Master of Ceremonies.
Oh, Channel 13.
Yes, sir. And we have Ed Reed, who's 7-time Pro Bowler, is going to be there. And we have the Tony Hill Band. And we have rumor that Geraldo's going to be here.
Yeah, I did hear that myself. I was talking to Tim Miller, and he said it was a good chance and that Geraldo would be coming. I think that's just a really awesome opportunity for people to come out and support this event. So, before we talk a little bit more about the event, tell me a little bit about EquiSearch and how you got involved in it.
Texas EquiSearch, many years ago, I was at a fundraiser, and I heard Tim Miller's story, and it moved me so much that I wanted to get involved. But like most people, it was a moving thought. I thought about it a lot, and I remember one year at Christmas, we were giving some money away that year, and I went to my staff at Market Doctors and said, we'd like to, this would be our charity of choice. And ever since then, I've been hooked.
I tell you what, Tim Miller, let's talk about Tim Miller. I mean, Tim Miller lost his daughter and found that she had been murdered, and amongst some of the other girls that were here in Lake City. And that was just shocking news. I mean, it turned his life upside down, and every day
Completely.
It affects him. And what a man that could put something together like this, search organization, right? No political ties, and called it EquiSearch because they use search by horseback, use a horseman. So look at the technology today that's being used by EquiSearch, and that comes from the donations and the money that you raised last year, and it's never enough. I mean, the technology alone, the sonar they used the Mississippi River to find Ed Reed's brother. I understand they use these drones like they use to fight terrorism, these aircraft that fly over fields to see if the topography has changed or if there's any debris in the or decay in these fields. So there's a big push to raise money, and what a lot of people don't know, people think that Tim and this large organization EquiSearch is funded like the United Way, and that's not the case, is it? Because
Absolutely.
You told me a story that I just couldn't believe.
Yes, it's kind of an amazing story. Ed Reed, here he is, a very multimillionaire.
Oh, prominent. 7-time Pro Bowler.
Unbelievable. While Tim was on that search, he called me several times, and the last time he called me, he was crying. And I said, what is wrong? You found me. This is incredible. He said, I don't have enough money to get home. Not enough gas money. Now, here he is standing with the multimillionaire.
Oh, my God. I don't mean to laugh,
but Tim is so humble.
Humble, he is.
And he says, I'm not going to ask him. So we wired him some money to get him home. And it's amazing to me that people believe that that stuff just happens. And it was kind of when I told you that story.
It brought tears to my eyes because I asked you twice, what? And see, I wasn't aware, and I've been involved in it with the media and with Tim, and I are friends for years. And for me not to know that, well, shame on me. But you're right, he's so humble, and I think this is what this event is about. It is a humble event. It's very exciting with the guests that you have participating. You're going to have a silent auction, a live auction. Or you have a live auction.
Yes, you have a live auction.
And you have a real auctioneer out there, you know, cranking up the crowd and getting everybody excited. You got a band playing.
The band is the Tony Hill Band, and they played for many events around here. And we're going to also have a VIP room. We have about 10 tables left. And one of those, we have about 3 left at $2,500, and $2,500 and above gets you into the VIP MVP room.
Right. And
Ed Reed and probably several football players will be in there, and all the celebrities, and you get to go into the VIP room. But we have tables at $500, $1,000, and tickets at $75. But if people have any kind of donation, we certainly need that for this event, because this is how Tim operates on an annual basis, is this one function.
Well, you're telling me for $2,500 I can get a table, meet Ed Reed and some of the other celebrities. I think that's quite a steal. That's a lot cheaper than a Super Bowl ticket. So come on, you guys, come on out and support this great event that's going to be at the Pasadena Convention Center area but in the Campbell Hall. And this event raised, last year you were successful and raised over $100,000, is that correct?
Yes, sir. And our goal this year is to raise $500,000.
Well, I think that's a number that is mighty high, but I think it can be, arranged. And I think this is the only event they do is fundraising. And let me tell you what, this affects all people's lives. There are children every day that are missing, not just children. All colors, creed, crosses all lines, and there's missing people every day, all ages here in America. And you don't know when your family may be affected by that. So everyone, you have to really contribute to something like this, because I believe this is a real community organization, because it was founded right here.
It was founded right here, and when I was telling the story about when our company decided to support Texas AquaSearch, Tim came to speak to our company, and while he was there, one of the little girls just started crying. And she left, and Tim went and talked to her, and they say how close things are. At our office, one of the little girls, Tim had found her niece. So it affects a lot of people.
And there are good stories where they are found alive,
Absolutely.
and there is a critical time when the children or individuals have to be found. Okay, Debbie, so to recap everything, the date is?
April the 9th, 2011 at Campbell Hall.
Great, and tickets are?
Tickets are $75.
Okay, and that includes the dinner,
That includes
the
the
music,
dinner, the music,
auction,
everything.
everything. Okay,
Yes, sir.
great. And you got some tickets available.
We have some tickets available. We
And
have 10 tables left, and we'd like to have those sold out in a couple of weeks and start on auction items.
All right, gang. All of y'all will get your checkbook out and join me and Debbie and come on out, have a great time, and meet some great, interesting people, right?
That's right, and thank you so much
It's a
for your
pleasure to have you
support.
here. And we'll have you on again just before the event. So look forward to seeing Debbie in the next couple of weeks.
Thank you.
Good morning, Carla. Welcome. Welcome to the Breeze.
Thank
We're
you
going to
so
film you
much.
here today, so you're up next, and so let's have a seat. We'll be
Thanks.
ready to go.
Thank you very much. Okay.
Okay, this morning our next guest is the renowned realtor Carla Wade. Carla's with the Space Center, ReMax, Clear Lake, right?
That's correct.
And you're one of the local agents here, and you've been, practicing, we should say, real estate, because it is like a science today.
It certainly is.
And for how many years?
15 years as a realtor.
So if I need a house or I'm looking for some property, you're the lady I need to talk
Come
to.
to me, definitely, and I
Great.
can take care of you.
Great. Well, what did you do before you became a realtor?
For about 14 years, I had been in the residential mortgage industry. I started out as a loan processor, worked my way up to where I was the closing manager for General Homes Mortgage Company. I married my husband Wayne in 1994.
Oh, okay.
And,
That's been a while
yeah,
now.
I think we're almost 17 years.
Wow.
And we decided to go into real estate because I knew how to write contracts. I was helping a lot of realtors make a lot of money, and I decided that that was where my heart was. I loved going out to the homes and looking at homes, so I decided that that would be the time to go into real estate.
Wow, 95, 94, 95 was about the right time. You got it at the right time, didn't you?
95 is when we got our license, and if you go back and track it, that's when the current real estate boom that is just sort of fizzled a little bit when it started.
And we talk about fizzle, and I think that's the right word. It fizzled. It did not explode. It did not drop. No matter what all the other media says and how the downturn has come, there are people still buying homes. I think
Absolutely.
the southern part of the county, this area, Clear Lake, and the Galveston County, League City, I think are areas that are booming. And
Absolutely.
there's only so much real estate left, right?
That
and
is
very
true.
little waterfront, which you're familiar with.
Yeah, that's right. God didn't make any more waterfront, unless they dredge. What we've got is what we've got.
Right.
So there is a market for waterfront. There's a market for residential homes that are not on the water as well. Our market here has not suffered. We did not have the inflated prices that the rest of the country had. And do not listen to the national media, because real estate is regional. It is definitely regional. And our region is doing very well. We're the best in the country right now.
I believe what you say is correct, and I like that you refer to this as a region.
Absolutely.
It's no longer Clear Lake, it's a Bay Area, Houston region,
It certainly
which is well diverse. I mean, probably when you first came and when I first came here, NASA was probably 30-40% of the workers in the workforce.
That's
Now
right.
it's probably 12-14%.
We're very diversified. Our market, our clients typically, of course, we have many engineers. And they're not just from NASA, they're from all the chemical plants around here.
Oil and gas.
Oil and gas, definitely technologies, computers. We have a lot of subcontractors to NASA still, but it's just a very diversified market. We have a lot of medical center employees living here and wanting to live in Clear Lake, in the Clear Lake area.
Well, I had a gentleman that we had on the show recently, a very interesting young man, who moved here from Dallas not only a year ago to accept a job. He educated engineer at NASA, and he was employed there. And a few months later, he found himself without a job, mortgage payment, and family. And what did he do? He went and started his own business. So
That's right.
I think that's what, when you have a plethora of people that are highly educated and well trained and have experience, why let job loss affect you when you can open up a
Absolutely.
business and do better, and in the long run have equity in this wonderful community and have an upgrade to another house, right?
I always say that the best boss is yourself.
One of the things that I really like is the fact that I know, because we work with you as a client, that you go the extra mile. You and your husband work together, right?
Yes, we do.
And it seems to work great. And I like that aspect because you seem to give your customers great customer service.
We feel that we've got a lot of depth in our business because my husband Wayne is actually my secret weapon. He is the driving force behind our business as far as the website. He does the search engine optimization. He drives a lot of clients here through our website from different parts of the country.
You just hit on something, this social media.
Oh, absolutely.
It's affecting everything, right? Your industry today too, right?
Oh, yes. And, you've got to keep up with the current times. So the average age of a buyer, a person buying a house these days is 30. The average age of a realtor is 56. And I'm not there yet, of course. But anyway, we've got to keep up with what the younger generation is looking for. And they're scanning, they're looking for flyers that have QR codes that they can scan with their phone and download the house information from the flyer. We're keeping up with that.
I tell you what, people say the younger generation, oh, they don't know so much, they're this, they're that, they're lazy. But you know what? They're well informed.
They are, and it's not lazy, it's using the tools that are at their disposal. We've got to keep up with that.
So tell me, now that we've got a chance here, what makes you different than your other realtors are out there that gives you the competitive edge? What do you think, why would someone call Carla Wade versus anybody else?
Well, my team consists of my husband and myself, and now my parents have joined us.
Oh, great.
So they're helping us as well. So we're a family. I have kids that are still, one kid in junior high, one in high school, one in college, that just graduated from college.
The gravy train.
Yes, and so I believe that I can connect with what most people are looking for. Our school district here is one of the biggest draws. That and jobs are one of the biggest draws for our community. I know Clear Creek Independent School District as well as the other surrounding school districts very, very well. I've had children in all of the schools in Seabrook and Clear Lake High School, and now the new Clear Falls High School. So I can connect with what a mom is looking for and what a dad is looking for with their kids in a good environment.
Would you say, Carla, in this community, that it's thriving? I mean, it's not exploding or booming as it was back in the 70s and 80s, but we're still growing. We're seeing growth.
We are.
And if you wanted a job, there's jobs out there. I think we have zero unemployment here in Clear Lake.
It's wonderful. I mean, there are jobs to be had, and there's never been a better time to purchase a home ever in our area, as from my experience anyway. The same market that is hurting sellers and keeping them from getting top dollar on their home is helping the buyers. And so if you're selling a house and buying, you may not get as much as you would have preferred to get for the sale, but you're going to take advantage of that same market in purchasing a home.
Purchasing, right.
Yes. And the rates are still at an all-time low.
It is a great time with the rates being so low.
Right.
The other thing that I think you guys should put pressure on is I see a lot of these cities and the chambers of commerce or economic development, they have these economic development directors. In all due respect, they have these jobs, but they seem like they're doing more naysaying than they are developing. And I think y'all need to put pressure on the Bay Area economic development director to get out and go to places like Michigan, where highly educated kids are graduating, where people that do have business that did thrive, but because of the economy's downturn, and recruit those businesses here and
They
get
do.
out of their offices and help you guys bring
Exactly.
business from the Northeast, from California, and go to these towns and sell Clear Lake, and quit complaining that NASA's burning, you know?
That's the truth. And
Because that does us more harm, I believe, than good.
It does. And we have so much to offer. For example, we hear about problems in the areas, but what you don't hear about is that, for example, Seabrook has 3 exemplary elementary schools. They've got the Science and Math Magnet School for the district. They've got Clear Falls, which is the brand new high school. But what still seems to stick in people's minds is that the hurricane hit us. We need to focus on that was a one-time 500-year situation, and let's go on to what are the wonderful things about not just Seabrook, but about Clear Lake, Pearland, Friendswood,
Right, the region,
League
like you
City.
said, selling the
Yes.
region. All right, it was a pleasure having you on the show today, The Breeze, and if you're looking for your next home or property, right?
Absolutely.
Contact
Yeah.
Carla Wade or Wayne Wade, and they're with Space Center ReMax Clear Lake. And how do they get a hold of you?
The best way is to look at our website, which is spacecityhomes.com, or call me on my cell phone, 281-685-5385. And of course, I always have it with me, and we would love to help you. Thank you so much.
And tell Wayne I
Rick.
said hello.
I certainly
Okay.
will. Thanks, Rick.
Thank you. Well, as we continue our show, I'm here with a recent new friend, Pierre Castillo. Good morning.
How you doing today, Rick?
How are you?
Great.
Representing Chick-fil-A marketing, right?
That's right. Chick-fil-A and Kima.
You're the marketeer extraordinaire, I understand. The
Something
marketing maven of the Chick-fil-A, right here. Number one, number uno. So tell us, what's new happening over at Chick-fil-A?
We've got a lot of cool things going on at Chick-fil-A, some new stuff for 2011. We are coming out with a new flavor on our milkshakes.
No
a
kidding.
banana pudding milkshake. Comes out into the stores next week, next Monday, which is February the 28th.
Have you tested and tasted yourself, Pierre?
Yes, we have tested it, and it's very delicious. It's got real banana chunks inside of the shake.
Excellent.
And we're very excited because we know our fans have been asking for it, and we're looking forward to the rollout of that product.
This shake is just out of this world, huh? Just like your cows.
Yes,
And, yeah, the cow is that is the symbol of Chick-fil-A, isn't it?
Right.
I love those commercials.
Hey, in a minute, I think the cow's gonna make a little special appearance. 'Cause
Here?
We're gonna, yeah, absolutely.
At the studio?
Yeah, the cow
Wow.
wants to come and visit, and we told
Well,
him
you
about.
know, I'm a Chick-fil-A myself. I, prefer it over the burger because, I try to watch my weight and,
Good.
try to eat the right things. And Chick-fil-A actually isn't considered fast food. Is that correct?
No, well, it's actually in the quick service category. But a lot of people do a comparison with, a Shalotsky's, a Panera Bread, because we don't have a dollar value menu, and we've got a huge emphasis on the customer service piece, and making sure that all of our fans experience great customer service, a great quality product. And speaking of quality products, we also have a new addition to our breakfast lineup, which is the new spicy chicken biscuit from Chick-fil-A.
Wow. And most people, well, I think that's your job, and you're getting it out there now, is that you do serve breakfast, and you do have hot coffee, and you have varied items on the menu.
Right. We just upgraded our orange juice from another orange juice that we were using to Simply Orange, which we went out there and we said, what's the best orange juice that we can possibly have? And really, that's what it's about, Rick,
Right.
is looking to see how we can best serve our customers and giving them a great quality product.
Here, one of the things that I like, is the variety of the product at Chick-fil-A. One, the people, the service is excellent. When you walk in, hi, you feel like you're someone special, a celebrity walking in. I'm looking behind me who they're saying hi to, right? But they know me by now. And so I normally like to get a salad or the grilled chicken sandwich. And sometimes I like to get off and get the nice $3 sandwiches are my favorite, but staying on the treadmill and trying to stay in shape, I like to stick with the quality food that you guys offer. I enjoy their lemonades and teas. You can get a diet. Your diet lemonade is probably one of the best.
Right. And people often ask, if I'm eating a burger or if I'm eating a chicken sandwich, what's going to be the difference? And I can tell you that we've kind of done some little informal surveys and stuff, and You know, a burger can get you 800, 1,000 calories just in one burger, but the actual chicken sandwich, the original chicken sandwich that you were talking about,
Right.
is 430 calories. So when you compare that to some of the other options,
People today calorie count, you know, and I think it's a good idea to keep the numbers in your head. Someone that's very active can probably have up to 2,800 calories, but someone like for myself, I try to stay within 17, 1,800 range. So I know if I have a
Absolutely.
sandwich of 400 at lunch with a diet drink, you know, I'm within that range for the rest of the day. So I really believe in, you know, in the Chick-fil-A product. And let me tell you what, coming from the East Coast, Chick-fil-A was the king in Atlanta, but you've got news to tell us here that not just king in Atlanta, here in Houston, Texas.
absolutely, our market, the Houston market, has a little over 50 Houston locations at the moment, and we are expanding. We just went to the Chicago area, and they're looking to open a lot of different locations. They're also working with different concepts, like doing some in shopping centers,
Right.
and they're getting a little bit away from the mall concepts, because they're seeing that there's a lot of fans out there that are crazy about the Chick-fil-A brand, that are in the suburbs and some of the other areas that we're not typically used to going into. So that's definitely an exciting thing to see for our company.
And I think, you know, you target the families. I think that's really, you know, what you try to do, and especially the younger children. I notice when I drive by 10, 11, 12 o'clock, they're out there playing in your little playground. I think there, it's kind of nice to see that. Mothers bring their children to get a, you know, a chicken sandwich. Children seem to like not only the sandwich, but that cow. With the cow,
Right.
you can
Oh,
make the
yeah.
cow. But getting back to Houston, the #1 store in the country is in Houston on Kirby.
One of the top stores
Top-
is actually,
top
yes,
performing
and it's in the middle of
stores.
Houston. It's our Kirby location. And like I said, our Houston market is growing, and we love that Houston has welcomed us.
God can hear the cow back there.
What is that? Rick, I think we got somebody here that's coming to visit us. Let's go back there and check it out.
Let's go back to the
Perfect.
farm. All right. Here comes get it by the truck. Eat more cow. No, eat more chicken.
No, don't eat more cow.
Hey, make sure you visit this guy over in Kemet, the pastor over there, right? On 2094. Wow, man, I like the aroma of this Chick-fil-A. Tell me here, what do we have? What
Well,
we've got?
I've actually brought you a friend here. This is Kristen. She's our
Kristen,
training director.
good morning.
Good morning.
And I brought her here so she can tell you a little bit about our biscuit.
All right, you made the biscuit, right?
If you want me to tell you I did, I will definitely tell you I
Okay,
did. But as a training director, I do make sure that all of our staff is properly trained, because Chick-fil-A's brand is known for its consistency, and not only its products but its services as well.
Right.
So what we have here is the spicy chicken biscuit. It's our newest breakfast item to be added to the Chick-fil-A menu. It features a signature Chick-fil-A boneless chicken fillet, seasoned with a fiery blend of peppers and spices. And it's pressure fried with 100% refined peanut oil.
Oh, wow.
And then served on a made from scratch buttermilk biscuit that's made fresh all morning.
Wow.
Inside of our restaurant.
Well, I can feel this nice and warm.
Yes.
And it is plump.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, Brand X, have a look at this, right? Well, here's the test, right?
All righty, let's
we
go
do
for it.
Definitely.
Mmm. It's good, boy. And the biscuit's flaky. Real winner. What do you think? I bet you're happy about this, huh?
Cal loves Chick-fil-A chicken biscuits, definitely.
Next time you're out and about, got a lot of food in my mouth, make sure you make that stop, that early breakfast stop, to see our friends here from Chick-fil-A in Kemah.
In Kemah, that's right.
You'll see the big cow. Till next time, bye to Chick-fil-A.